Alright, folks, we will get started in a minute or so. This is going to be a lot more chill, relaxed of a stream. Not as much excitement or hyper antics as last time. Just because it's one contest and I really messed up by missing the actual start time. So yeah, I did not coordinate it well. I am taking the major L on this one. And as I say that, I am hitting the go live button, and then everything will be set up. You'll hear a more lax version of me commentating on the contest results. A one-man show, doing it all. But unlike tonight, I've had many people helping me out this year. In the years prior, I typically would try and run everything on my own, be very selfish, but I've had the help of Koro, who is actually in the Discord call with me, but unfortunately cannot speak right now with me, so they're, I guess, on mute technically. But yeah, they're here. I want to thank them for their time. Sir Bob, who unfortunately couldn't make it tonight, they may have been if time was different, but yeah, both of them really helped me with like getting various sprites and just various little tedious work of like things that were very repetitive that would have taken forever as one person to do. So thanks so much for that, you two. And I want to thank my hosts from past episodes, my middleweight and niche hosts slash, well, just co-hosts in general, Vlad, Lod, and Fallen Wolf. Or, well, the first one's better known as North Grizz. But those two have helped me out a lot with this brackets hosting and just getting us a feel for how we want to present this vocally, commentarily. I don't know what other ways to say that. Anyway, let's save. And once again, I will drop the URL, why did I say it like such an old school person, into the chat for anybody who wants to do it last second. And hello Kormaru in the chat. We may not be talking in Discord, but we can chat here through the YouTube chat. Aw, thanks Shining Chaos. Alright. So anybody who wants to make a last second difference, I'm not sure how much of a difference it will make this time. It was pretty close to when I last checked a couple hours ago. But who knows, maybe there could have been a pull away or run away with it in the end. Who knows? Alright, 3 minutes. Shoot. 3 minutes just passed. My phone just went off. We're gonna start at 4 minutes. We are doing it live. Alright, so we are getting started in 20 seconds, and then I will close the poll. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Welcome back, everybody. Dirk the Red Panda here with the Champions Contest for March Madness 2022. Also known as our inaugural contest of the sorts. I'm not sure what this will... I don't know what this will exactly imply for future years. If it will be not a perma ban, but like a perma, like, Hall of Fame type of thing where the winner's in the Hall of Fame or they can't compete for X years or ever, or I don't know. But, like, it's a good type of banning, you know? A one where they are in a Hall of Fame-like sorts, as I mentioned just a few seconds ago, but that's the goal of this. Like, if they are not in the regular bracket due to this, it's for a good reason and to make sure that we have exposure to as many new candidates as possible. Yes, I'm wearing a tank top. I am copying Barley the Burr. If anybody has seen them on Twitch. I think theirs is blue, but yeah. I don't know. I wore this like today and yesterday. It was really hot out, so why not? If it's comfortable, it is starting to become spring and summertime. We are getting into the warm season. But for anybody who is curious, this is the poll for the Champions contest. The link is not in the description, but I can paste it one more time. Yep, there it is. For anybody who wants to put a last-minute poll in, otherwise I will refresh the timestamp and the results will be finalized. So yeah, when I was last checking this, there was a very close two-way race for first. I was surprised. I was thinking maybe like second or third, like maybe this would be a runaway type of contest. But I was really shocked for a while, even when I was looking at some of the trying to make sure that the results were like properly being fed in. There were some interesting change-ups. So for anybody who's thinking this is just going to be a one-man show, fear not. Anyway, we're going to close this at 9:10. Why the heck not? Not 5 o'clock, 9:10, whatever. Anyway, for a reminder on who is in the contest, I can pull up the thumbnail. I'm saying it so fancily. Oh shoot, do I have preview art? No, I do not. Oh no, I do! Hey, I have preview art. We are going to show the Champions Contest thumbnail, the one of which we speak. Here it is. So for anybody who was curious, wondering who's in this contest, we start from left to right. Starting in 2020, our inaugural March Madness champion, from Adastra, it is Amicus. And then following that, in 2021, we had two brackets. One for the best boy, one for the best girl. In the best boy bracket of 2021, it was Rannoch from Far Beyond the World who pulled off the dub and the championship. Meanwhile, in the Best Girl Championship, it was a Far Beyond the World sweep as Varissa from the same aforementioned story took the dub. And now, in 2022, we have 3 brackets and 3 champions based on divisions of story popularity or knownness, I guess you could say. So we start with the niche division on the left, going from left to right with these medalists. From In Case of Emergency, it is Wes, pulling off quite an upset as the 12th seed, not only knocking down the number 1 seed, but then going on to knock down the number 3 seed Filio from A Place to Call Home, making it so that 2 of our top expected stories to medal didn't even medal in the niche division. Quite a chaotic division, but one with some great champions, and I have downloaded In Case of Emergency, and soon I'll download A Place to Call Home just to see those stories, because they both seem to be very popular according to our niche division results. Meanwhile, in the middleweight division, our champion of 2022, from Liar, the titular main... I'm not sure if I'd call him a main character or a main character that we follow around. Maybe a main protagonist? Anyway, he was one of the only candidates suggested from his story, unfortunately, but still, everybody really loved him. He is Lyle. So, we have Wes, we have Lyle, and from the heavyweight division, from the Smoke Room. This is the story's first ever medal in the brackets, so this was quite an exciting year for them. After having so many years of falling short, the Smoke Room finally won it all with William. So, these are our 6 characters who will be in the inaugural Champions contest. Maybe I'll expand it to 9 or 10 next year, just to maybe make it a little bit more of a well-rounded number. Maybe make it feel a little more roomy. I'm not sure. I'm still figuring out how that would work based on that and the points system. I want to make it very Eurovision based, as you will see in our scoring system tonight. The preview art goes, and so does the responses. No more responses allowed. Here we go. As I go down to my program with all the graphs and all the fancy results visualized, I will refresh the page, and as long as we have times going up to right now, we shall be good. I don't know if that made much of a difference in the line graphs. 9:10 p.m. Perfect. Okay, just making sure that is null. Making sure we do not start on the end, because that would really suck. Okay, everything is fine. Everything looks good to go. I'm going to refresh the page by hitting Control S. The power of saving. So in our system that we did this year, if you want to follow the actual poll itself and how that worked... Oh, that's the wrong window. Psych! The Champions contest went like so. We had our 6 candidates here and did a 5 points for your favorite candidate, 3 points for your second favorite, and 1 point for your third favorite format. I might expand this to a top 5 if we do 9 or 10 candidates next year, but that could depend. Maybe we might just want to do 5-3-1 permanently, even if there's more candidates. So, it seems like the results have been saved. Yep, they have been saved. Everything is good to go. And I will hide that window. Time to reload the results. And in to the Champions contest we go. That was not supposed to be there, but I can hide that next time I save it. Anyway, this time I decided to go by the minute instead of the hour, just because there weren't as many responses this time, and I want to see if, even if we have more responses, if this would be a better format. I also slowed down the moving graphics, just so it's not as overwhelming as it was last time. Anyway, let's see what happened. Are y'all ready for the inaugural Champions contest results? I am almost ready. But here we go. The results are in. Yes, William is indeed a coyote. Alright, things look good to go. We are just about ready to kick off this contest's results. The winner of this, we're deciding if it will be like a permanent place in the Hall of Fame / not being able to be in the regular bracket, or if there will be like, I don't know, so many years they can't compete. Whatever it is, they are getting an honorary title of honorary champion and her inaugural Hall of Fame spot. Here we go. With 437 results, the winner gives a little teaser. That was within the first minute of our results. Are you ready to see how things play out? Let us go! Amicus with an interesting start as usual, always taking the lead. Rannoch close behind. And we see a very tight race between Amicus and Rannoch. Lyle takes second. Amicus still in first. Lyle quite far behind. William and Rannoch battling for third. Verissa up in 10. Wes in last. Amicus passes 60, but Lyle not too far behind. And wow, oh my goodness, Lyle takes the lead. Lyle with 144. He is surpassing Amicus. Could we have a new champion and a new Ultimate Hall of Famer and champion of the bracket? Here we go. Lyle still with 201. Amicus behind with 158. Far behind that is William and Rannoch with 97 and 95. Amicus starting to catch up with 179, 224. Here we go. 234 to 183. 237. 244 to 200. Lyle with a giant lead in this beginning match. Everybody is not expecting this, I don't think. While we have 4 candidates in the triple digits, unfortunately, Wes and Varissa are kind of stuck at 20 and 19, respectively. Lyle still in the lead with 286, but Amicus with 253, not too far behind. This is still anybody's game. Wes and Varissa get a few points. Now with Varissa in last. Amicus is starting to catch up with 282, 287, 299. Lyle's hitting 300, but Amicus is only 10 behind, 8 behind, 5 behind, 6, 2. This could be a switch. Amicus takes the lead. Lyle back in the lead. Amicus back in the lead. Amicus holds on to the lead and is expanding that lead. 343, 348, 351 to 340. 15-point lead for Amicus. What a switch. Did not expect this to happen. 375, 380. Amicus expanding the lead, and William is starting to catch up on Lyle's tail for second. 404 air for Amicus. 422, 427, 430. Amicus with a steady, solid lead in first. We are in a definite race here. This is becoming a 3-way race at this point between our top 3 candidates. Amicus with 447, Lyle just about to hit 400, William with 376, and Rannoch is our closest with the race between the other 3 in 4th with 207. Amicus with a 60-point lead. Look at Amicus go with a big lead on Lyle. 493 to 421. He's about to hit 500. Will William surpass Lyle for second? Oh, it's getting close. Lyle still holds off second place, and Amicus, nothing to worry about for the moment. Lyle with 447. Amicus with 515. William 13 behind, 8 behind. Now 13 again. 521 to 466 to 447. We have a definite top 3 this year, it seems. 544. Here we go. Quite a stretch here. 555 to 505. It's only 50-point difference. Still, 50-point difference. And we've had the same top 3 in the same order for a while now, so I don't think that's going to be changing. But William is starting to catch up to Lyle as the race goes on. Lyle's starting to be at a standstill. Will William take second? Amicus with 612. 618. He's about to hit. 622, just missing the funny number. And William takes second place. He surpasses Lyle, and he is getting closer to Amicus. But it is still a close battle for second, nonetheless. And first, not too much of a distance. William starting to catch up. Meanwhile, with our bottom 3, Rannoch is in a solid 4th with 289. Wes with 83, and Varissa, last but not least, with 66. Oh no, 666 for Amicus. 676. William passing 600. 682, 607, 685. Here we go. 688, 691, 621 for William. He gets the funny number. 626, 697. Amicus is about to pass 700. Will he do it? He does! Here we go, with a giant lead for Amicus now. Things are starting to look a little bleak as we are hitting the 2/3 mark. But anything could happen, so I don't know. It's looking kind of rough, but here's to hoping for William. 622 for Lyle. Rannoch passing 300. All three of our candidates, or all six, apologies, have passed 100 at least. Everybody's in the triple digits. So nobody's been left behind. Nobody's been bageled. Thank goodness. This is going to be nice. 752, 757. William about to pass 700. He does. And it is a 60-point race between our top two candidates, as William and Amicus are starting to make it a two-way race. Lyle is starting to fall behind, unfortunately. 779. 773 for William. And it is within a 50-point gap, getting closer to 40. Still 50 points. Amicus breaking 800. William breaking 750. 804 to 751. 805, 806. Will William be able to catch up? Here we go. We are hitting the last quarter of the race. It is 4-7 on the date of these dates and minutes. But it seems like Amicus is holding off. Oh, as I say that, William is starting to catch up. 825. He is nearly within 30. He is within 28. Both are within the 800s. 839 to 807. 30-point difference. A very close race between our top two. I did not expect these two to be at odds with each other like this. And as I say that, Amicus takes a giant leap into the lead. 865 to 870 to 821. Amicus about to break 900. Is he on par for 1,000? Let's find out. He is on par with 900 at least. 843 for William. 846. He is starting to make a little bit of a pace. Here we go. 907. 908 to 858. 909 to 861. 910 to 864. 918 to 868. 920. 923. 924. 925. Oh my goodness, William is catching up. He's within 24. 26 now. 27. Amicus starting to pick up a little bit more of a lead. Oh my goodness. Nearly within 20. Now it's getting back to 30. Still a 30-point difference. Nearly getting to be 40. Amicus getting very close to 1,000. Is he going to do it? This is getting pretty dang close for Amicus. Amicus is having a pretty sure lead, but unless we have a last-minute change for William, we might know who our winner is and our first Hall of Fame candidate. Amicus breaks 1,000! 1,007! 1,012. 1,020. 1,025. Will William break it? He's at 973. Folks, we have hit the end of the race. Our first Hall of Fame candidate from March Madness and the inaugural winner of the Champions Contest is Amicus. Let's give him a round of applause. Good race for him, and a very good one too from William, placing second with 973. Meanwhile, the rest of our candidates have 759 for third. Meanwhile, the rest of our candidates goes as follows. Lyle in third with 759. Rannoch in fourth with 478. Wes in fifth with 341. And last but not least, Varissa with 198. This is our top six. I guess these are our top candidates for this year, and we will figure out how the next year's bracket will work for the Hall of Fame and all that, but expect more contests like this, and we'll fine-tune the timing of the fancy chart mechanics. This may have been a bit slow, unfortunately, so we apologize for that. I could probably tinker around with this in the off-season, but we can now say for sure that Amicus is our ultimate champion, and that he will be a recurring Champions Contest candidate, and probably somebody who should not be placed in the regular bracket. We can always maybe just put him into the selection process survey just to see how people would vote for him, but based on this, we're probably not going to make him eligible for the actual bracket. Based off these past few years, he's been running away with it. I did not expect it to be this close for the actual Champions contest, but it goes to show you that at least they is in competing range with some of our candidates. So, that is it for 2022. We are finally done with March Madness 2022. I can finally rest and get back to playing visual novels in my spare time when I feel like it. Anyway, that is all for this year. I once again want to thank everybody for participating, for being here, and just for helping me out in whatever ways you did. So probably gonna be relaxing from here on out for the maybe next few weeks, maybe at least, or unless there's a smoke room update that comes out. But other than that, just chilling. I've actually been doing a little bit of writing for Ocean Avenue, but I'm kind of not setting myself to a schedule. If I get enough writing done, I will make more of an announcement about it and update y'all on that. I do not want to jump the gun because I do not want to ask people for money and then have another burnout. So that's what's going on with my life. Anyway, we are done with this year, so here we go. The results, you can check this out on the link in the description below. You can see this round, the previous rounds, and everything in between by going to the Tableau site for it. Or, well, the Tableau link that I gave. Anyway, thank you all so much for participating. I am going to be kind of blunt ending this because I'm bad at wrapping things up. So thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, take care, folks.